Rhian joins us now. It's such a powerful film, Rhian. I mean, it's just amazing. I wonder how you feel watching it.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, really. No. It was hard to see someone upset, whoever that person is. But yeah, just surreal to have him in my home.
Of course, I get, you know, aside from the story that you were sharing with him and his emotional reaction to it, you had the heir to the throne in your kitchen. I mean, I can't begin to imagine how much cleaning took place and how much expectation and how much had gone into it. How were you feeling about that as an experience?
Yeah, I was really nervous. I don't tend to get very nervous, but having somebody come into your own home is very different. But my mum and my sister were the heroes. They did all the cleaning, the baking. So, yeah, but it was amazing.
Can you take us back to when you first met Paul and how you met and where you met and what life was like?
Yeah, so I was a PE teacher in Somerset and Paul used to go to that school. So he came back to play old boys cricket and we were set up on a blind date, which worked.
That's brilliant.
And, yeah, we got together and then I persuaded him to cross the Severn Bridge back to Wales, which is where then we had 3 children in 3 years, so very quick. Obviously, we're married and it was everything we'd always wanted.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted more children. Family was everything to us.
Yeah. Your littlest was George. He was super smiley, super happy. What happened the day when he got ill?
Yeah, it was literally a normal day. You know, he always smiled, he always laughed, and he was just crawling around on the floor, laughing and smiling. And then the next minute, I could just see there was something wrong. He was on the floor of the playroom. And that's when we called an ambulance and he was rushed to hospital.
And what was it that happened?
So at the time, we didn't really know. He did start fitting. They took him into the hospital, but very quickly, within 2 hours, he died. It did take us 6 months to find out that actually he had pneumonia. So we were quite lucky to get that cause. Some families never get that. But yeah, you know, and I look back probably every day wondering if we missed some kind of sign of illness. Yeah.
And for it to happen so quickly. One moment he's on the floor and he's laughing and joking. You saw that beautiful picture of him. And the next moment you've lost him.
Yeah.
For you and your husband, that trying to begin to imagine how to get past that, just impossible.
Yeah, like where do you start?
Yes.
You know, you see these things happen on the TV, it doesn't happen to you. So, you know, you leave the hospital without your child. You go home and you don't hear from anyone. Like, no one contacted us. And when you have children, there's so much support available for you, but nobody reached out to us, no one.
And in the interim days, how was Paul? Did you notice anything different about his behaviour? Did he talk differently? Did you see any signs at all?
I think about it every day.
I bet you do. Replaying it.
But how does a dad react when their child has just died?
Yeah.
So we spoke very openly. He cried a lot, which was unusual, but we'd just lost our child. So, you know, looking back, there were some really difficult moments, but did I ever think he'd walk out and never come home? Not in a billion years. And I've asked people who were there that weekend as well, because you all live with that. You all live, did we miss something? And no, nothing.
And you had 2 other children as well, of course, and you were having to sort of navigate them understanding what's happened to their little sibling too.
Yeah, and that's hard. You know, that we couldn't really understand what was going on, let alone these children, and no one gives you any advice. No one gives you any sort of information on how to talk about death. I think knowing from my teaching days that you had to use these difficult words with them, which we did. But we also said that they were now, you know, a star in the sky that they'd always be able to see. And they're so resilient. We could learn so much from our children. They just jumped off the sofa and went off to play.
Yeah. Do you think Paul felt a certain sense of responsibility, or if you could say anything to him with having hindsight now, what would you say?
Oh, he blamed himself that whole weekend. That was what he did say to me. You know, he was constantly saying he should have seen this. He could have done more for us. He'd failed us. But I was saying that wasn't true. I also felt, did I do something wrong? Yeah. So we were very much together that weekend. But if he was here now, like I said to Prince William, I would just say, you know, we can get through this. You know, we have got so much still to live for and we will be okay.
The trauma involved with all of this must have been absolutely horrendous. But I know that there was a big shift when you founded Tuish, didn't you, your charity? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to become anything. It was going to be something just to keep me going at the time. But I realised very quickly that there is just nothing available for families back then who lost a child under sudden circumstances. So I started going around the hospitals and started just speaking to people and realising maybe Paul and George can make a difference even though they're not here anymore. So Tuish now helps families who lose a child or young adult under sudden circumstances. And what we have is very unique in an immediate support pathway. So we actually work with these professionals. So families don't have to go on the internet. They don't have to ring and just get no answer. We actually, with their consent, we actually ring them within 48 hours of their loss and offer them then that ongoing support. And I truly believe immediate support, if that had been available, that Paul would be here today. I really do we need somebody to sit and say, this is how maybe you'll feel, but that's okay.
It's so important, isn't it, to have that safety net, to have those people that reach out to you and just kind of, they don't just go, are you okay, with an open-ended question. They go, you know what, I'm going to come around with a cup of tea and I've got a cake and we'll just sit and talk for a minute.
Are you okay? You know, people mean well, but it is just something that, gosh, people ask me that all the time and I just go back thinking, I don't want to put on them. I'm fine. I say, you know, face to face as well, but actually saying, right, we're going to go out tonight. You know, and it's that tough love. People dragged me out in those early days, kicking and screaming. But actually, I look back and I had an okay time, and that built my confidence then to go out. And
So your advice to people, if they might have friends or family who have gone through sudden loss in some capacity, because you had quite a few people who didn't know how to talk about it with you and pulled away, what your advice is, sort of reach out, but don't reach out with a, how are you doing, are you okay? Reach out with a practical something. We're going to go and go for a walk, or we're going to have a...
Definitely. And, you know, the food packages that came, you know, we just had so much food put on our doorstep and flowers and teddy bears and people put money through our door. But people knocked and wanted to look at me and say, I'm not coming in, I just want you to know we're here. But then we had other people who, even to this day, just crossed the road and never acknowledged it. And that makes you feel that something's wrong with you. That maybe, did you bring this on yourself? Is there something there? And I think it's just being there for somebody is crucial, because it's so lonely, even though you have people around you sometimes.
And the heir to the throne came and heard your story, which was incredible, and then took some of your Tupperware.
I mean...
You gave him some of your mum's Welsh cakes.
He hasn't returned it yet, has he?
No.
I mean, and I owe you.
But I did make him the worst cup of tea. You know, when you're making tea...
Oh, were you a bit nervous?
Have you ever had people around when you're trying to talk and make tea? It was like hot milk. It was so embarrassing. And
Did you not let it brew enough?
Well, no, because I had to make it in a teapot, which I don't really do. And it was all a bit of a disaster.
Did you make it in a teapot because you were trying to be posh?
Was fancy. Yeah. She got the Emma Bridgewater out as well, I saw. They were fancy.
It was my favourite. But no, he took the Welsh cakes home with him in the car in my mum's Tupperware, which I think actually makes it realise how chilled it was and relaxed. It was lovely.
She'll live off that forever, your mum.
She will.
Yeah. It's going to come back through the post. By royal appointment, something like that. Amazing. Thank you for coming and sharing the story.
It's so important.
It's making such a massive difference as well. Tuish sounds like an incredible charity and opportunity for people to really benefit from your lived experience in a way that they will never forget.
Thank you.
Massively appreciate it.
Thank you both.
If you've been affected by any of the issues that we've been talking about, you can find helplines on our This Morning.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.